Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today is Monday, June 10th. It's a beautiful day out. Summer is in the works. Man, it's supposed to be beautiful today. It's supposed to get hot all week long, but today it is beautiful out. We have a great show. We got a great week lined up for you guys. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and call at 847-769-8609. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch this show, whether you're watching it during lunch or you're watching it on all different of the 5 different social media outlets. And also, we like to thank the veterans and people in the military that's always taking care of our country. This is Ocean's Pit. It's showtime. Aye, aye. Nice intro by Dino, Seventh Heaven. Guys, it is Monday, June 10th. It's great seeing you all this afternoon. And boy, a nice little show for you. I hope you had an incredible weekend, and I hope you had a full day today. I'm excited. Let's get right to our sponsor, of course, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norridge Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Yeah, it's time to grill your ace off. You go over there in any of these locations and mention Ocean's Pit, and you get $20 off any grill purchase. That's grill your ace off with Ace Hardware. Tune up that lawnmower for just $105 plus parts. They're your neighborhood powerhouse, and take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program and car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the Helpful Hub to speak to a certified team member. That is Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Absolutely. And with all your real estate needs, well, that's I always like to promote buy local and shop local. Talk to my good friend Mary Grievous, folks. That's right. The perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. She's available to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings. Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. That's M. Grievous at starkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. And don't forget, my good friend Mary Grievous is also in charge of the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Now, it's a great one, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys can all enjoy the cruise ship. If you didn't do in January, you got to do it March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. Now, it's spring break. The last one we did was 7 days. This one is 8 days. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Oasis of the Seas. It is going to be a fantastic voyage on that ocean with the ocean, and more great stuff coming up. Now, we're going to start off in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to go to Carousel. We're going to go to Aruba. That's worth the price alone. And then Coco Key, Bahamas, that private island that's owned by Royal Caribbean. It's going to have the Hillbilly Rock Stars, the #1 country band in the city. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, of course. Mojo's Jukebox Unplugged. And then, of course, let's not forget the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. Richie and the boys will be joining us on spring break, March 22nd to March 30th. Give Mary a call at 630-688-1725, or go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and tell them Tony O sent you. Now we're looking for stuff to get done around the house or businesses. It's the time of year. That's why you're going to call Gorelli Pavement Service, family owned and operated. They service areas include Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, specializing in parking lots, doing both asphalt and concrete work. They do repairs and replacements, seal coating, crack filling, lot painting. They have a 5-star rating. Call today to speak to a knowledge representative at 815-271-5835 or go to GorelliPavementServices.com. Tell David Tony Ocean sent you. And then you guys out there for gardens and lawns and all that stuff you need done, one man to go to, that's Jack Vanna Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They also offer plant design service and installation. Now, they've been servicing the North Shore for over 44 years. Call my buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266 and tell him Tony O sent you, and you're going to get that special deal just for buying local and shop local and support these establishments. Oh, it's a great day. Twisted Tuesday is tomorrow with Carol Brandolino. There's Mary. How you doing? Ronnie B. What's shaking, brother? Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Robert Provenzano was in the house. Joanne Lulo, Jill, my dear friend, great seeing you yesterday in Munster, Indiana, the concert in the park, you and your family. It was a great event. Kathy Eppolito, California. Daryl, the professor. Daniel, Nozak, Albert. Hey, guys, how we all doing? Richard, how you doing, guys? Hey, great. Now, let's talk about a lot of good stuff that's happened, that's happening or happened this past weekend. Boy, I'm telling you, we had a busy weekend. I tell you, I don't know how many miles I put on that car. Thank God I got a good lease. But we, of course, Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday with Double T. Tony Toto was great. Thank you for everybody coming out there. Great seeing Ross and Gil and Laura and Mike Cigar and Debbie and everybody. Thank you so much. It was a great little party at Chicago Prime. Now, Saturday was a doubleheader for me. I made a lot of miles on this one. We started off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 3. We were at a place in Fontana, Wisconsin. And I want to thank my good buddy Jimmy Chase and Sarah. Their home, they got a brand new home. So it was a home warming party. Even though it rained the whole time, when underneath this tent, it was close. It was close. I got to give a double kudos to Double T Tony Toto because this guy was fighting the rain. He had bags off everything, and we just kept playing. You know, it is what it is. That's what happens when you do outside parties. So I left Fontana, Wisconsin at 3 o'clock and drove all the way to the Lyric Theater in Blue Island for Ocean's Rat Pack show, a sold-out show. Again, it's our fourth show we've done at the Lyric Theater, and it was sold out. It was a great Pat and the crew and Larry. Thank you guys so much. And our staff and our family, our Ocean's Rat Pack family, Karen, Julie, of course, and the boys, Bill and Elliot and Jerry Jams did an incredible job. The Lyric Theater was great. Great seeing Nina. How you doing? Dennis, what's up? Pina, your book's so cute. The baby in your arms. Oh, yeah. Let me talk about that real fast. Now Sunday came, and we did the concert in the park in Munster, Indiana. And it was great seeing Jill and her family there. Nina, great seeing you Saturday night, my dear. So I was supposed to leave at 3:30. We have a 5:30 sound check in Munster. Show was outside. It's about 15 minutes from Elk Grove. I was about to walk out the door. Laura and my sister Natalie were in the garage getting ready for our garage sale that we got coming up in a week or two. And Laura told me that Nina and Eric are coming over with baby Callan. So I couldn't leave. I had to wait to see them because I've only seen the baby once in the hospital, and then I've seen them another time. But I don't get to see them much because when they're here on the weekends, I'm gone, and during the week, they work and stuff, so it's hard to see them. So it was great seeing baby Callan, and I had him in my arms, and it was so cute, and he was making these noises, and he was, I think he was trying to sing. Maybe he'll become a little singer, but it was so adorable to have a little baby like that, a grandson. It's very cool. I loved it. I couldn't spend more time with him because I had to go to work. But Munster was great. Kathy, how you doing? How about happy birthday to your daughter, Zoe? Give her a big round of applause for Zoe's birthday. Kathy, please give Zoe our best happy birthday. So it was good. Patrice, how you doing, honey? So Munster, Indiana was fantastic. A lot of driving, but the shows were great. Both shows were sold out, and it was just a lot of fun. Emo, Florida, how you doing? Gaga, goo, goo, da, da. Right, exactly. I was trying to teach them, I was saying bambino in Italian means little baby, means boy. Bambino. Of course, looking at me like I'm whacked. But it was very cool. Yeah, I think he's going to be a great singer. Double T, thank you, my brother, for that extra push that you always do to make the Tony Ocean Show sound better. And, of course, my whole crew, Jerry Jams, of course, always giving his best. And the guys very much. This morning, believe it or not, I went fishing at Bussy Woods with my buddy Carlo. Caught nothing again. Nothing. We used rubber lures, rubber worms, lures, leeches, nitro worms. Nothing. We tried 3 different spots. It'll be better tomorrow. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. We got a lot of good things to talk about, folks. So let's get right to how about the Daily Herald front page news? Did you see this? Oh, boy. Daily Herald 2020. Now, this was an old one. This was from 2020 during the COVID scam when Biden did beat Trump on that one. Not fairly, of course, but just my opinion. Anyway, so I'm going to have to keep that one just because I'm going to go back in memories. Wednesday, we got my good buddy Amy Steffen and Mark Sheely will be on our show on Wednesday. The great new their band. Well, Amy and Mark have been playing together for a long time, other bars and lounges, but they're making their first show coming up at Tailgaters, and they'll have a full band. It's the first time they'll be having their whole band. So we got Amy and Mark on the show on Wednesday. Absolutely. So let's get to some stuff here. I want to pray for my buddy Michael Sansone from Arizona. I hope you're doing well, buddy. I just seen that post, and I hope my buddy does well. You guys want to see something? It's an old TV show, but I seen it on Netflix. It's called Your Honor. I think it's Bryan Cranston. I don't know if I got his first name right, but he plays a judge. It's a great show. I think it's 2 seasons. If you guys want to watch something on Netflix, it's called Your Honor. He plays a judge, and he's like a very fair judge, but his kid in a car runs over a kid on a bike, and he leaves him to die. That's bad enough, but when the kid was a mobster's kid, it's brutal. I mean, he has to. And now his other son is going to jail, so he's got to make sure that his son goes free or he's going to die. I mean, it's just crazy, but you need to see it. Your Honor, absolutely. Going to be a great show on Netflix, folks. All right, what do we got here, folks? Those Chicago White Sox, 14 in a row they have lost. The Chicago White Sox, 14 straight games in a row. Wow. The question is, if I was the Chicago White Sox owner, move to Nashville. They are ready for you with open arms. They need a baseball team, right? Why do they always want to be second fiddle in Chicago when you could be number one in Nashville? So take the team next year and go to Nashville and try to start all over again, because they're always going to be the second team here in Chicago, and you're doing lousy right now. Take it easy. They won 2 games, but before that they lost 14 in a row, Richard. So Ryan Lewis, my buddy, what's going on? So go to Nashville and be the number 1 baseball team there instead of the second team with the Cubs, even though I'm not a favor of each. Take it easy. Yeah, I know. They won 2 games this weekend. All right, I'll take it easy on that one, folks. For you guys watching the Belmont Stakes, congratulations to Dornach, if I'm pronouncing his name right. It's the 156th Belmont Stakes in Saratoga. Congratulations, Dornach, if you into horse racing. I'm sure Spins, if he's listening. I'm sure he had a bet on that one as well. I also want to say prayers. I don't know the man, but I've known him through television for many years. Jim Ross, who was an announcer on WWF, WCW, and AEW. Jim Ross, the commentator, not doing too well, health issues. So our prayers go out to Jim Ross. So we hope we can get him back on television because I always liked him. For you people in the Lake Geneva area, the Lazy Cloud bed and breakfast went up in flames. I love the Lazy Cloud. I went there a few times. One time I went with Laura. Actually, it was like for my birthday when we first hooked up, and it was a beautiful place. From the outside, it doesn't look too much, but they have like the little theme rooms. I think we stayed in the African room. So, and it's got a balcony, and they bring you your breakfast, right to your door, and a nice little porch. I mean, it was just beautiful. Thank God nobody was hurt at the Lazy Cloud in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, but it did go big fire. So hopefully everything's okay. I bet $85 and won $25 at the Belmont. All right, Emo. Well, you won at least something, right? Nashville, Ryan, that's where they should go. World Bicycle Day for all you guys who ride bicycles. Also, congratulations to my buddy Vinny and the boys from the Bronx Wanderers just celebrating their 2000th show in Las Vegas, Nevada. Congratulations, Vinny and the boys and the Bronx Wanderers. They'll be at the Taylor Street Italian Fest this summer coming up in August, and I think they're going to be on the Saturday night. Me and Nick's, my band, Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, is playing the Friday night, and Nick Hodges, the piano man, and his band. So they're going to go on first, and we'll be the ending show. So I can't wait to Taylor Street Fest. Ron Onesti does an incredible job with that festival, and excited about that. Also, this past weekend, did you get to see the last Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak? Did you guys see that at all? Vanna White, absolutely. After 40 years of Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak says goodbye. And of course, it's another guy who's been on television for so long. It's going to be hard to find when someone else takes his place. Just like when Monty Hall left Let's Make a Deal, and the other guy came in, and then The Price is Right, the other guy came in. It's still not the same as it was when I was a kid, and I used to see Monty Hall and the real guys, Bob Barker for The Price is Right. That was cool. So Emo said he's seen it. Pat Sajak, now he can retire and have a good time, and God bless. We lost another one of our astronauts, folks. That's William Endres. He took the photo of the Earth-size photo on the Apollo 8. He died at the age of 90 years old this past weekend. Another astronaut, and God bless. I remember that Apollo stuff. We used to watch that. I don't remember it as a kid because I was too young. But my God, yeah. Hope you guys went. Now we got a great week of shows coming up. 3 new places that we're performing at. This Wednesday will be at a place called Pronto's Grill in Bloomingdale. It will be an outside show. 7 o'clock sharp, me and Jerry Jams. Thursday, we're back at Moretti's in Edison Park, outside in the beer garden, me and Jerry Jams. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Both nights, it's supposed to be nice out, so that's cool. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, I'm going to one of my favorite places in Galena called Forget About It, Vineyard Winery. Now, we played there last year in August with Ocean's Rat Pack. This will be the first time I'm playing there as myself, me and Jerry Jams. So it's a beautiful place called Forget About It, Vineyard Winery in Galena. That's a 6:30 show. It's a dinner show. I think it's like $55 per person, and you get a free 2 glasses of wine from their homemade wine. And then there's lawn seats for like $25, whatever. But that's going to be a great show, and the weather's supposed to be nice too, under a beautiful tent. It's actually in Andover, which is the town right next to Galena, but that's going to be this Saturday coming up. And then it's Father's Day. For all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Fathers, stepfathers, everybody, grandfathers, whatever it is. And finally, I have a Sunday off. I'm off on Father's Day. So some of the kids, I think the kids are coming over in the afternoon. In the morning, I'm going to go into Kenosha. I'm going to a flea market, me and my buddy Danny, early in the morning. But I'll be back to spend some time with the kids and maybe do some swimming, which will be cool in the pool. Sister Sue is watching. Oh, it was great seeing Sister Sue yesterday. Sue, you looked incredible, and I hope you enjoyed the show at Munster, Indiana. Concert in the Park. Nice crowd it was, and you people were just so wonderful. And even on Saturday night at the Lyric Theater, I'm telling you, the show ended. We were in the lobby, and I have to say, 90% of those people came out and shook hands and took pictures. We were there for like 45 minutes after the show, just meeting with you wonderful people, taking pictures, smiling, telling stories of, oh my God, I met Dean Martin or I met Sammy Davis. And, just thank you for bringing back the memories. It was just, the Lyric Theater is a beautiful place. Pat and Larry do an incredible job over there. So if you ever get a chance to get down to Blue Island, check out the Lyric Theater. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. You know what? It's time for a few more sponsors. That's right, folks. Let's go down to one of my very first sponsors that's been with Ocean's Pit since the very beginning, since 2020. My good buddy Sal from Deutz Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutz Power Center, 224-276-6550. And don't forget, for a good lawyer, Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. From Rosemont, Illinois, give Roy a call at 708-275-4264. My wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, if you work with credit cards, your company work with credit cards, you'll never have to shop again if you go with Laura Ocean Solutions. Try it out. It's going to be good, folks. And let's not forget Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Ask for the Tony Ocean Special Cigar. They can hand roll them and deliver them right to your home. Javier will do that. 727-366-7538. It's the season. Swimming, camping, golfing. Get that cigar, camping, sitting outside. A lot of fun. Let's go to Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days for all you people that are looking to take care of that hair. There's one place to do it with my good buddy Anthony and Carmela from Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. Oh, yeah, Monday. Some people said, I don't love Mondays. I like Mondays because I'm off on Monday and Tuesday. So I can do some stuff, and that's all that matters. We're off, we have some fun. Let's get to some headlines, folks, here at Ocean's Pit. Here's some weird story. Charles Peck, P-E-C-K, like Gregory Peck. Charles Peck, no relation. Listen to this story. He died instantly in 2008 in a train collision. After the crash, his fiancée, friends, and family received dozens of phone calls from his phone, and all it was static. For a couple days, his phone would ring to their phones, and it was just static, like he was calling back from the dead. That is completely weird, unless somebody found that phone and playing a prank. But imagine this, you die in a train crash, and days after the crash, his number is calling the family, the wife, friends. The fiance, friends. Do you imagine that? Wow. It's crazy, but you hear some crazy stories. Here's another one I'd read that was interesting. Pretty much everything you thought you knew about hell is wrong. More beliefs about hell. They aren't actually in the Bible. Is there a hell? According to information in the Bible, nobody is in hell right now. Okay. You're not supposed to talk about religion, whatever, but heaven. I don't know if there's a heaven up there where, it's, free soda and, get the jam with, go sing with Dean and hang with John Lennon. I don't know if it's like that. I believe we have a heaven, and I believe there is a hell. But according to some things, they say the hell hasn't happened yet. I don't know. I know the stuff that we were taught as kids. You find out later in life certain things that maybe didn't happen the way they did. I don't know. But I want to believe. I want to believe there's good and evil. There is good and evil in everybody. Everybody in the world can switch from good and evil. It doesn't because you're a great person that can't believe that you can't do evil things. It happens. Sometimes circumstances happen. Things change. Just like that show I was watching for Your Honor on Netflix. He was a great guy, loved by the family, loved by his peers. He was a fair judge. But then when his son is going to either get killed. He'll do whatever it takes. There's no principle. There's no nothing when it comes to your family. And great man has to become evil for a lot of things that he had to do to make sure that his son wasn't killed or going to be killed. I haven't seen the end of it yet, but crazy. Chris Burke, what's up, buddy? Happy Monday to you, my dear friend. Yeah, Yankees win. They're just killing. If the Yankees can stay healthy, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be interesting. Now, here's a place I've never been to, but I like researching and finding places to go. The 7th Cavalry Horse Museum, Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument in Crow Agency, Montana. After the battle, 39 cavalry horses that had been shot for breastwork during Custer's last stand were found among the dead at Last Stand Hill in 1879. So there's a temporary monument. I like going to see that stuff, going to see the Little Bighorn, where that all happened. I don't know if you follow history, folks, but I follow, you hear the story of Custer coming in with the, gun blazing and sword, that if you see it in the movie with Errol Flynn, it looks like that battle went on for hours, and he was just him and his two brothers and all those people, soldiers that died. But in reality, it was over in like 5 minutes. I mean, the Indians just destroyed Custer and his 7th Cavalry. And of course, they even had better guns. They had repeating rifles, which our 7th Cavalry did not have, which probably got the French probably got them, the Indians, those guns. But if you go back and watch history from when you see it in the movies until you've seen what's actually happened, these monuments like North Dakota, Mount Rushmore, and the Crazy Horse Monument. I didn't see the Crazy Horse Monument, but I definitely want to see that. A lot of great places that you can go to that are not that far and see some great stuff of American history, which I love very much. Speaking of American history, Native American zodiac signs. I thought this is very interesting. If you're born between January and February, your birth sign in Native American is an otter. February through March, it's a wolf. March to April is a falcon. April till May is a beaver. Let's see. May through June is a deer. June to July is a woodpecker. July to August, it's salmon. Wow. August 22nd to 21st is a bear. Raven, September through October. Snake, October to November. An owl, if you're born through November to December 21st. And I, in Native American, since I was born on the 28th of December, from 22nd of December to January 19th, I'm a goose. So I'm a goose in Native American. What do you know? That's another thing I love to follow, the Native Americans. Very, very cool stuff. Love it. How about the song, Please, Mr. Custard, I Don't Want to Go? Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a good one. There, Emil, you always bring up the old good stuff, buddy. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Don't forget, my good friend Amy Steffens and Mark Sheely will be my guest on Wednesday. Thursday, Laura Ocean will be in the house, and I'm excited about that. And Friday, we're going to introduce Friday's guest tomorrow on Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Today is National Best Friends Day. I don't know how many people can actually say they have best friends. Or, I'm very blessed in life that there's probably at least 15 to 20 people, 10, that I can pick up at 2:00 in the morning. They'll pick up that phone and help me. And there's not too many people like that. I'm blessed with family and friends and acquaintances even. Some of the acquaintances I know are even closer than some of my friends. So it's very great to have it. And today is National Best Friend Day. So all your friends, give them a call, say, hey, thank you, blah, blah, blah. We need each other. We need the friends. It's very, very important. Rhonda, how you doing, my dear friend? Dennis, Lake Geneva, what's up, buddy? All right, let's get back to some more stories here. Now, this was really sad, and I found it later a little bit more to it. Did you hear about this story? Chicago area wrestler Finally shot while protecting daughter. Investigation underway. An investigation is underway into the death of a local wrestler and father who was fatally shot while trying to protect his daughter outside their home in Justice, Illinois, earlier this week. I did look up the story a little bit to try to find out a little more about it. It's just more sad things that you end up seeing over the weekends. All this stuff is happening to people. Here we go. Investigation underway. Richard Habakava was 42-year-old, prominent Chicago wrestler, was also known as Superbad Santana Starks. He loved wrestling since he was a young child, used to take him to the events, who had been wrestling since he was about 20 years old, also the founder of Professional Wrestling Federation in Chicago alongside with his cousin. Being a tag team, a tragical incident occurred Monday night. Rubakava is at his home on 84th Place in Justice when one of his young adult daughters called for him to come outside. A group of young adults gathered, and he sat there and protect his kid. It's just scary what's going on in this world. I don't know, man. You hear stories out in front of your house. You can't even do anything in the neighborhoods. It's just nuts. I tell the kids to make sure that when you go out, look around and look at your surroundings because it's so dangerous right now out there. It's just crazy. I identify as MAGA, MAGA. That's who I identify. And you know what I'm going to say? I put God first. I love my family. I love my country. I love my neighbor. I respect the law. I'm not a threat unless I'm threatened. And I only kneel to God. Make America great again. It's that simple. Just that phrase alone doesn't have to mean anything political. It just means you're an American. So when you tell somebody, let's make America great, of course, they automatically go to former President Donald Trump. But if Donald Trump didn't say it, how many people have been saying that in history? Let's make America great again, because it hasn't been great in a long time. So I'm happy with that. Congratulations to Italy. U17 triumphs as European champions with defensive 3-0 victory over Portugal in soccer. For all you soccer fans out there, God bless you guys. All right, interesting stuff. New York Supreme Court alerts Judge Merchant of potential poisoned jury after comments on court's Facebook page by jurors' alleged cousin revealed outcome to the verdict the day before. Did you hear about this? We're talking about the Trump trial when he's found guilty on all 34 counts. Supposedly, according to Newsmax here, Judge Merchant of potential poisoned the jury after a comment on court's Facebook page by a juror's alleged cousin, not the juror, but his cousin, revealed an outcome of the verdict the day before the trial. You notice that's not all over all the other TV stations? No, not at all. Here it is, Newsmax again. Trump defense team in New York criminal trial has been made aware of Judge Merchant of the Facebook comment posted the day before trial convention by claiming to be contact with a juror. Going to be interesting what happens with that with the Supreme Court. Interesting stuff. You got to watch it. And I'm just saying, folks, forget about if it was President Donald Trump. Let's just pretend it was you. It was your father, your brother, your mother, or you on this trial. Would you want to be fair? Would you want to make sure it's done right? If you knew that there's anything that's not right going on and it could predict your outcome. Sorry, folks. If you guys know me, and if you come see my shows, the relationship between me and black clothes is a love story that can't be explained. I wear black a lot. Johnny Cash wore black. You always look good in black. It keeps you thinner, slimmer. Always look good in black. You can wear black to any event and still look classy. But in the summer, I try to lighten up the colors, till people say that it looks too, you look too morbid. Wear something more colorful. Carol Brandolino is in the house for Twisted Tuesday. She'll be joining us tomorrow. That's right. Now, folks, if you took COVID-19 that hit us in 2020, and you look it under a microscope, they did this. Look, here it looks. Here you go. There's the microscope. And what do you see? Cash. Green money. That's what you see. All right, we're going to pass right through that. Back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, did you dress up to go to church? First of all, how many people still go to church? I'm going to ask you guys here, everybody that's watching, how many people still go to church on Sundays? If the jurors have a mind of their own, influences shouldn't make a difference. Correct, Albert. I agree with you. But if you're supposed to be hush-hush and someone mentions it on social media, that's a no-no. Could be a mistrial. All right. Jill goes to church on Sunday. So how many people still go to church? There's the beloved Jerry Jams, my brother. I just want to say thank you, Jerry, for your outstanding performance both nights, Saturday and Sunday, baby. Even Sunday in Munster, when he couldn't see that screen, he put a black cape. It looked like he was taking pictures like the old photographer. Remember when he had the thing? And so he can still see the screen, and it worked perfect all night. Thank you, my buddy. Jerry said he watches Mass on TV on Sunday, so then you wouldn't dress up to go to church. No longer go to church. I did until about 15 years old, Robin says. Robin Snyder. Hello, my dear. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, I haven't been to church in a long time, but I did used to dress up when I went. And whether it was Sundays, whether it was Christmas, whether it was whatever it is, Easter. I don't know how many people still go to church and how many people do dress up when they go to church. During trials, jurors aren't to read anything but influence their decisions. Correct. You're absolutely right, Albert. They're not supposed to watch, but they're not supposed to tell their cousin shit too, because supposedly a juror told their cousin and the cousin made a comment on Facebook. So that's not good. Did you go to church and did you dress up? Now, the only person that said they dressed up was Emil. Anybody else? Oh, Jill. So you guys still dress up when you go to church. If you go to church on Sunday, do you still dress up? I was an altar boy and I dressed up. I was an altar boy too. I didn't get caught though. I drank a lot of the wine. The priest did catch me and another guy drinking wine. So I was completely not an altar boy anymore. No. So the moral of the story is, ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught drinking the wine if you're an altar boy. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's go to another sponsor and another great guy, ladies and gentlemen, and a great company that's been doing very well for many. We're talking about my good pal, Louis Pipes. Louis Pipes and Airtight Windows and Siding. You all need them in your home. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. If honesty and quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Serving the Chicago for over 35 years, do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. Tell them Tony O sent you, and you'll get a special deal because you shop local and you buy local and you support local establishments. Louis Pipes and Airtight Windows. Carol, good afternoon. Patrice, how you doing? There's Pipes right there. Lots of June rebate opportunities. There you go. Louis just said it. So there's a lot of rebate opportunities when you call Airtight Windows at 708-788-5000 and mention Ocean's Pit. Tell them Tony O sent you. Peggy Flynn, when the preschool you were more afraid of the priest or your parents when you got home. Oh, yes. Who knew? I got a good friend of Louis's father who was also a Louis. Oh, there you go. Small world, but Louis. Popular name. There you go, Emil. All right, so there's your question about church. Interesting stuff, dressing up. It's almost like, did you dress up when you were on an airplane? Remember when you went to travel when you were younger? I remember when we first went to Italy, my mother made me wear a tie and a shirt. We went to Italy, and they still dressed up on the planes. Back then, they were still smoking on the planes and stuff like that. Remember? All right, boys, remember, boys and girls, they keep calling us far right. when in reality, we have been. God, thank you, Nellie McDonald, for sending that in. All right, hot dogs. How many people eat hot dogs? Now, I don't remember the last time I had a hot dog, but I can remember. Um, People go to ball games, they have a hot dog. People go to Costco, they have a hot dog. Maybe they do some grilling this summer, they have a hot dog. But what is in the hot dog that makes you wonder? David Wolf sent this in. Things that might be inside your hot dog. Might be. Okay, let's see. Casting of the hot dog is made from sheep intestines. Excuse me. That's the casting of a hot dog. Blood, animal skin, animal feet, head meat, fatty tissues, snouts, lips, eyes, brains, liver, bone shavings, edible slaughter byproducts, mechanically separated meat, white slime. Now, this is all the stuff that's in a hot dog. Think about that next time you have one. I know some hot dog. There you go. So when you're biting down at that Gene and Jude's, or you're biting down at that at Costco, you're eating a lot of shit, folks. One every week, so some waste then is eliminated from Primal products. Okay. Now you're sick, Dennis. I like Albert. Just comes back with one hot dog. I had a good night. God bless you. And I know you're right to the bathroom. Makes me not want them. Thank you, Marianne. I don't want them either. And when I get a hot dog, I put everything on it anyway, right? I put ketchup, mustard, relish, onions, green peppers. You barely even taste the hot dog. But boy, after seeing that, I'm not having any more hot dogs. I'm reading 2 books. Ricky Stokes sent this in. The Truth About COVID-19. It's a book. Exposing the Great Reset, Lockdowns, Vaccine Passports, and the New Normal. Dr. Joseph Mercola and Ron Cummings, and the foreword by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Interesting book. Why we must unite in global movement for health and freedom. Get a chance, pick it up. Or another book that I'm reading, The Real Anthony Fauci. Bill Gates, Big Pharma, The Global War on Democracy and Public Health. This book is a New York bestseller from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You want to read some shit, folks? And you want to read what this person was doing to us? Read The Real Anthony Fauci book. Very, very interesting and very sad stuff. I don't eat bologna either, Albert. Yeah, bad. All right. In 2012, all 9 admissions testing centers in southeastern Wisconsin were closed. The task was shifted to mechanics and car dealerships. So instead of going to the admissions thing that you normally do here in Illinois, they were sending people to car mechanics and they were sending them to dealerships to get these tests done. It was supposed to be more convenient and it revved up local businesses, but it frustrated drivers and auto shop owners. It was just not working. I don't know how it is here in Illinois, but I have no problem. You go there early in the morning when you can and get in there and take your admissions test. It doesn't seem like there's a problem here. They did this in Wisconsin. I didn't see this in Illinois at all. Just wondering if you guys have had problems with that. Chicago Bears, are you ready for the season? Matt Eberfluss sounded unsure about how the Bears started right guard job will shake out. About Nate Davis. They have concerns about the new right guard. Right guard, that's deodorant. No, right guard facing uncertainty as the right guard of Nate Davis. So we'll have to see what happens with the Chicago Bears coming up. All right, folks, wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. Liz Wheeler sent this in. The 19th Circuit Court just declared that the mRNA COVID jam is not a vaccine. Does this mean that the Pfizer and Moderna those liability protection for their shots are now responsible for the not so vac harms people. It's not a vaccine, they're saying. Wow, you need to check this out, folks. Check it out from the 19th Court District. Let's see. It's under the you look at under Riley, 2022. Interesting stuff here, folks. Google it, find out about it. With the 19th Court is saying that the mRNA jab was not a vaccine that people were taking during the COVID or forced to take during the COVID. All right. Rhonda Lawrence, our cousin, sent this in. If you reduce a dog's chain one link at a time every few days until the chain is so short, he won't be able to move. He will never resist because he's conditioned to the loss of his freedom slowly over time. And I believe that's what's happening to us here in the United States of America. Sad, but true. And another sad, crazy thing for all you people in California, my good friend Kathy Eppolito there, Santa Barbara, I don't know if it's happening there. Italians eat guacamole, which is cheeks of the pig. There you go. Another great thing that we just learned. Thank you, Emo. Another food I won't eat. I don't eat that much anyway, guacamole. I made a big mistake taking 3 shots ever since me and my wife aren't perfect. And I believe it's the shot too, Emo. I'm not a doctor. I just play one here on Ocean's Pit. But there you go. But get this. Did you ever think in this world, in your lifetime, that you wouldn't be able to afford fast food restaurants? Did you ever think? Listen to this. This is coming from the Care Doctor. Fast food luxury, McDonald's in California considers leaving California as 80% of the Americans can no longer afford fast food in McDonald's in certain parts of California. 80% of Americans can no longer afford fast food in California. Did you ever think this in life? What is it? They're paying everybody now $20 an hour or whatever it is, right? And did you ever think, now some of these places, like for instance, there's Portillo's here in Rosemont. You can't go inside. You just order right there, boom, 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 and you get your food. It's going to end up like that all the time. I think more and more of these businesses are going to end up going where there's no people working anymore. And then, of course, you have to remember when people back in the day, you go to McDonald's. If you ate inside, you got more napkins than you actually really needed, and you end up throwing them away. You grab the straw, how many ketchup and mustard and all that stuff, all the dressings you used to take, how the free refills you used to take when you were in there, right? It just keeps adding up. How many businesses and restaurants have gone under? I just can't imagine. Kathy, I can't imagine. With the gas prices too, I don't know how you guys survive out there. Bidenomics is exactly what it is, Dennis. I agree with you 100%. Now, some people may not, but I agree with you very much so. So many, even here in Illinois, restaurants are closing left and right. Crazy. Fox 32 News. I know summer's here and you guys want to go out in Florida, go to the beaches, whatever, the ocean. Remember, look at this poor lady. Popular Florida beach closed after woman loses her arm. Teens injured in back-to-back shark attacks. I don't know why you want to go to the ocean. I don't care what time of season it is. You know, if I go to the ocean, I walk up to that certain section, where it's roped off, and that's it. I maybe go in there once or twice and then come back out. I ain't getting eaten by no shark. Go to the pool. Go in there, cool off, and get back to the sand again. Florida, sharks are getting hungry. Lady loses her arm, kids. Quote of the day by the great Charles Dickens. Take nothing on it looks. Take nothing on it looks. Take everything on evidence. There's no better rule. Charles Dickinson, February 7th. Charles Dickens, The Christmas Carol. February 7th, 1812 to June 9th, 1870, Great Expectations. Another great one by Charles Dickens. In Franklin Park here, we got a new McDonald's being built, River Grove closing, be expanding on the old Thirsty Well premises. There you go. Well, some places are doing good and some places they aren't. Lakes are the safest, Dennis. I agree with you 100%. Newsmax, World War II veteran Harold Stearns, 100 years old, and his bride, Jeannie Serwin, 96 years old, tied the knot Saturday on inland on D-Day beaches in Normandy in France. How cool is that? A 100-year-old and a 96-year-old tie the knot and get married, and they go back on D-Day, where he fought, and beaches of Normandy. Congratulations. 196. You figure at that age, what's the point? God bless them, folks. Wow, isn't that good? Green Bay Packer fans out there, football fans. Fans will have to be careful with their wardrobes, according to new Packers running back. Josh Jacobs, according to Fox News, says Packers, Eagles were told not to wear green in Brazil due to the gangs. So we're actually talking about the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be playing in Brazil this coming NFL year. So the fans out there, make sure you don't wear green because it's a sign of the gangs in Brazil. Wow. So just, I don't know how many people are going to go out there to see the game in Brazil, but God bless you. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Fox 32 News says after 4-year hiatus, Humboldt Park Beach will reopen to the public. Plan your visit. So it's been closed for 4 years. I don't think I've ever been there to Humboldt Park, but it is opening another beach for you guys to go. Crazy. Gangs, why should they jeopardize their life? I agree with you, Jerry. Facts, 3,200 died storming the beaches in Normandy. Absolutely, that's right. That's D-Day. Thank you for those people who fought for our country and lost their lives for our freedom. Our freedom. You know, I'm crazy about certain movies I watch. Kingdom, I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan. And I don't know, people think, oh, you're crazy, the guys with the costumes. But this one that just came out, of course, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. I've seen it at the movie theater. I loved it. It's grossed over $359.8 million at the worldwide box office in just 4 weeks of its release. The film had a budget of $160 million. It made that much money, $359.8 million. Go out and see the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I hope they just keep that whole franchise going. All right, folks, you guys remember he used to play for the Phillies and the Bulls. Chet Walker was a big time for the Chicago Bulls and for the Philadelphia and for Philly. He's dead at the age of 84 years old, averaged 18 points a game at 47% shooting in his career. But the best stat is worth ethic. He played 13 years and played at least 76 games a year. Chet Walker has passed away, former NBA player at the age of 84 years old. President Trump, former President Trump says, when I get in office, we're not going to charge tax on tips. People making tips. Right now, if you work in a restaurant and you make tips, you have to tax those tips. You have to claim those tips. Do you know how many people in the restaurant businesses and casino businesses and places where they make tips? Former President Donald Trump said, we are not going to charge taxes on tips. That would be a big plus for everybody in that field. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. A favorite, Gone with the Wind. Oh, yeah, I love that one, too. Tony Bisek, I'm not saying I'm old, but when I was in school, I love this. It's true. I remember this in like second grade. I'm not saying I'm old, but when I was in school, we made our parents ashtrays for Christmas. Remember, you used to make something for your parents, and you make an ashtray. The teacher would tell you to make an ashtray or whatever you want made. Yeah, try bringing home an ashtray today. Folks, Busy week again coming up pronto in Bloomingdale on Wednesday. That will be at 6 o'clock. Thursday will be at Moretti's in Edison Park. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday, forget about it in Galena. Here's some more shows coming up. June 19th, be outside at Cucina Rustica with Jerry Jams. June 20th will be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and Lisa P. On June 22nd, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band will be at Arano Nesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. That's an 8:30 hit. On the 23rd will be a Del Ree's Chicken Basket Fest in Willowbrook. That's Jerry Jams and Lisa P. That's a Sunday. On the 27th, we'll be at the Red Barn Grill in Mount Prospect for the very first time. And June 30th, Sinatra Sunday in St. Charles. I'll be there with Jerry Jams. So a lot of good stuff happening here in June. Let's not forget, folks, Armando Supermarkets, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois, and Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision auto repair needs. Today is Monday, June 10th. We've got birthdays. My friend Anthony, Dr. Anthony he's a guitar player. He's what do you call the guys that do massages and stuff? Anyway, when you get a bad back or a bad neck, this guy's good. He's in Bloomingdale. His name is Anthony, of course. He's also the guitar player in Lisa Marie's band called Reckless. So happy birthday, Anthony. The Hyatt Regency O'Hare is celebrating 50-year anniversary. My friend Ronnie out there worked for Hyatt for many years, still does. Happy anniversary, 50 years to the Hyatt Hotel. Levi Stubbs, formerly of the Four Tops, celebrated a birthday. Prince, birthday. Howard Finkel, former announcer for the WWF, celebrating a birthday. Another announcer, for the WWE, Kayla Braxton turns 33 years old. Hope Summer from the TV show Bewitched. She was, what was her name? Remember the neighbor? Mrs. Kravitz. She played Mrs. Kravitz. Remember she was big nosy, got into everybody's business. Hope Summer. William Forsythe, a great actor, 69 years old. Ken Osmond, remember him? He was Eddie on Leave It to Beaver. My buddy Tony Lulo's wife, Rhonda, who passed away. Happy birthday up in heaven. Tracy, of course, some good, clean fun. Just celebrated a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Tracy. Chuck Negrin from Three Dog Night, former singer of Three Dog Night, celebrating a birthday this weekend. Christian Knievel, another great singer in the Chicagoland area. Of course, she was the daughter of Robbie Knievel and the granddaughter of Evel Knievel. She's been on the show and played with us a few times. Keon West, 47 years old. Irene Michaels, another great singer in the Chicagoland area, who's been on our show before. Irene, happy birthday, my dear friend. Nancy Sinatra, the daughter of St. Francis Sinatra, 83 years old. Of course, Zoe, Kathy's daughter Zoe, celebrating a birthday. And last but not least, my favorite female singer, Bonnie Tyler, turns 72 years old. Oh, yeah. Acupuncture, massage therapist. Thank you, Jerry Jams. All right, guys, we got to go. It's come to the end of the hour. And I hope you guys come out and support local establishments. 84. Thank you, Albert. Not 83, 84. Thank you, Albert. Guys, so don't forget, this Wednesday, making our debut at Pronto's Pizzeria, great place outside in Bloomingdale. That's me and Jerry Jams, 7 o'clock. Thursday, we'll be outside in the beer garden at Moretti's in Edison Park, 7 o'clock, me and Jams. Friday, me and Double T at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, 8 o'clock. And Saturday, me and Jerry Jams will be at Forget About It Vineyard Winery in Galena, Illinois, 6:30 dinner show. Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day coming up this Sunday, folks. Tomorrow, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. And make sure you tune in. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments and live entertainment. Very important. And let's not forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace Place. Shop local. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers with Ace Hardware. Don't forget to tell them to grill your Ace off and get yourself $20 off any grill purchase. Tell them Tony O sent you. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. The great words of Ringo Starr. Peace and love, everybody. God bless. Have a blessed day. Go out, enjoy. It's going to be beautiful today. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great one. Nick Sahajas, the piano man, take us out.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.